Today we're going to be taking a look at the new PS4 Back Button Attachment. The first thing you'll notice with the PS4 Back Button Attachment is how small the box is. Upon opening, it's pretty standard stuff from PlayStation. You'll find the product and instruction manual. And I have to say, this is the first instruction manual I've read in a while. The back button attachment also comes with an OLED display. Once you remove that protective film though, it's going to show up fingerprints so much. Now it's unboxed, it's time to connect via the 3.5. How I did this was hold the controller firmly in one hand, then with the other I lined up the 3.5 jack. Then I pushed firmly and it connected in. To be sure that this is connected correctly, it should be a firm and tight fit on your controller. Now what this attachment does is allow the user to remap any of the other buttons to these two back buttons. Another thing to note is whichever buttons that you remap to this PS4 attachment will still have their original functionality as well. The PS4 back button attachment also allows for 3 different presets. So this means that you can have presets for Call of Duty or other first-person shooter games, and then have a preset for something like Need for Speed. To cycle through, you double-click the button so you can go from preset 1 to 2 to 3, or if you would like to change that preset, you just hold it in for a second. Then you're given the ability to cycle through those buttons so you can remap them. Overall, I found this attachment easy to connect to my DualShock 4, and I think that the OLED screen is quite clear and clean looking. But for me, adding this back button attachment made the controller feel extremely bulky. I do like that the design has considered using the 3.5 jack for your headset, but you're unable to still charge your controller on the dock. So how does this feel in my hands? I'm going to be completely honest with you guys that as this is something I haven't used in the past, I actually don't like the way it feels. My fingers do feel like they are resting on top of it, which they are. I don't feel like there's any fear of me clicking the buttons because they are quite firm. It takes a good push to actually use the button, but it does feel very weird underneath my hands when their fingers are resting on the back of the controller. Overall, the PS4 back button attachment is a great addition for your DualShock 4 if you are looking to up your gaming and obviously have the additional 2 back buttons. The back button attachment also will make it much cheaper than buying an aftermarket controller, which over here in Australia will be around $200 plus for something that you can completely customize. I was really excited for the release of the PS4 back button, but upon using it, I'm less excited about it. I feel that it's a little bit uncomfortable for me. But at the end of the day, I'm going to still persevere with it. Hopefully that uncomfortable feeling does subside and I get used to being able to use those 2 paddles on the back. But if you want to check it out, definitely do. Here in Australia, they're retailing for $49.95 and available at most leading retailers. I picked mine up from the Gamesman and there's a link in the below. Take care guys, and I'll talk to you next time.